All right, I return. I'm back. I'm still going. So right away, you can see here in the lobby. Oh no, game is dead, dying. So we got some pretty big news, I guess you could call it that, with some live stream that Fantasy Flight did yesterday, where they basically announced that they're going to be done releasing chapter packs for Game of Thrones, and they suggested that there will be one more something after the Targaryen expansion box, maybe like a sort of all factions box that just releases a bunch of random cards, and then we don't really know what'll happen to the game after that. Some people are saying, oh, it doesn't mean the game is dead. Some people are saying it does. I'm not, any kind of business expert, but my expectation would be, honestly, so, a lot of people are also saying, and this is where I tend to fall, is it's a sort of a pleasant surprise that we'd be getting anything at all, even one last farewell product after the Targ box. And I kind of tend to agree with that. Like, my expectation is that Targ box will come out, the chapter packs are done after this cycle, we'll get one last product, and then that'll be the end. We won't get anything else for this game. And some people are pretty upset by that, but to me, to be honest, I am not. I don't really see why people get that triggered that there's not going to be new cards. My stance is the same as it has always been. The best way to increase like the fun of the game and the diversity of the game is not necessarily spamming new cards, but making the cards that are already out there balanced. Like the card pool for this game is gigantic. The reason that I'm still playing it and the reason I made a YouTube channel about it is that there's so much diversity in the deck building. There's so much that you can do. And if you go online on the Iron Throne, then there's actually a pretty good chance that you won't just get matched up against degenerate top tier garbage every single game. And even when you do, like sometimes I can beat those decks with my weird decks, as I've shown on my channel. And I think the best thing for the game would just be for them to update the restricted list again. And just do something about the broken cards that they've released. Sort of increase the diversity and viability of different deck types. Because there's already literally dozens of agendas if you include like the banner agendas and stuff. So why do we really need more when so many of the cards that are already out there don't get played because they get overshadowed by broken stuff that's auto include? That's where I tend to fall. I'm not that upset about a lack of any new cards coming out. I'd be perfectly happy to just keep playing because by the time I ever get through playing every agenda with every faction, which I mean is probably impossible that I'll ever be able to do that anyways, I would be able to just start over again, and it will have been years at that point since I've played agendas that I played at the beginning, and then returning to them all, after all that time would feel like playing them for the first time again. Sort of a very high replay value. But enough talking about that. Let's talk about the last White Book deck, which is the Tyrell one. Maybe this one will finally be able to win me a game. I've not been having great results on video with the other two decks, the Baratheon and Greyjoy. I promise I've won games with them, just not on a recording yet. I've got Osmond Kettle Black in here too, but I don't know. This one actually has Green Apple Knight, so maybe he's decent in this one. Sort of mentioned that I would probably cut him from the Greyjoy deck. Maybe he does better in this deck. So this, let's see, we've got our king, who is Renly. Where is he? Obviously. We've got the crown and the Randall Tarley. Where is he? Because this is pretty damn good. I mean, if you're going to play Crown of Golden Roses, you might as well play Randall Tarley, right? And then we've also got this version of Marjorie as the queen. I obviously looked at the 6-cost version of Marjorie, who is also a queen. But after I looked at what else was going to be in the deck, I quickly determined that there was not space to put in a ton of different random unique lords to abuse her ability. So then I determined that this queen version would be better. And she's perfectly fine. I mean, she does her job. She's a queen. She has a fairly useful ability. She does what you need her to. We've got Oleri because she's a good card. Brienne because of kings. Hedge Knights. We've got Knights in here. Green Apple Knights for the same reason. Arbor Knight didn't quite make the cut, but I mean, you could run Arbor Knight. We've got the White Cloak, so you can, turn your Hedge Knight into a Maester Aemon. What else? Again, a little bit disappointed that there's not that many like good knights that aren't Kingsguard that benefit from being turned into Kingsguard and then being able to do multiple challenges with them with the White Cloak. There is Garland, who is always solid. Who, I mean, he has renown and he can get kind of big, so that's something. And Oh, damn. I thought this was the core Knight of Flowers, then I remembered this one is Kingsguard. It's a bit unfortunate that the Knight of Flowers is one of the Kingsguards you want to use, because the core set Knight of Flowers would probably actually be pretty dank with this White Cloak. I guess that's something you could do. Because this is how many? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is 8. So you could like cut this Knight of Flowers and put the core set version in if you really wanted. But honestly, this is one of the better Kingsguards. Although in this one he's not as good because I don't have that many Shadows cards in this deck. I'm not even playing like Scheming Septon. Another card that I found I didn't really have room for, you could probably cut something, maybe the Garden Caretakers, and slap in Old Town somewhere if you want to play that package. But I don't really have very much that uses Challenge Phase Gold, so I don't think it's that great. Like, I don't even have Hightower Spy in here. Again, just an issue of not having room. Do have High Guarding Courtiers because always good to use those with Arbor Marketplace. Lord Renly's Ride I like a lot because people love to put you first player, and you have a bunch of stand. Like your agenda, ideally you can stand dudes on attack, and people will really regret putting you first player when you like attack with whatever King's Guards, give them Lord Renly's Ride, and then stand them. That is a very good way to punish that. Other than that, I mean, we've got some King's Guards in here. Maybe I can cut Osmond and put in John Fossaway. I think John Fossaway wouldn't be terrible because he like gets renown. Well, there's options. There's not room to put in everything that's good for Tyrell, unfortunately. I was looking at the locations, and again, having a lack of like room to really put in the packages that I would like to support fully. I guess Arbor Queen is a maybe, but I think Renly's Pavilion is still more reliable. And I was like, man, I just don't know what to do to get up to 15 locations. And I tried Jousting Pavilion, and that's not great. It's like anti-synergy because a lot of times with so many stand abilities, you're going to want to attack with multiple characters to abuse the fact that many of them are able to do more than one challenge. So then the Jousting Pavilion is pointless because it only buffs characters that are attacking or defending alone. So then I remembered that Pleasure Barge is actually a card. And this used to be in every Tyrell deck. It's definitely fallen off a lot more recently, but I don't think it ever stopped being a good card. And especially because I'm not playing Old Town, it can help out with draw, I think. So I brought it back. You know, slap something else on the board for trade routes. The plot deck at this point you are probably very familiar with. We've got Bodyguards and White Cloaks to use Valar Morghulis, ideally. I think that about covers it. I feel like there was one more thing I was going to mention. Something that's missing that would be good, but again, just didn't quite make the cut. Oh, Marin Heat. You could also put in Marin Heat somewhere, especially if you were going to run Arbor Knights, because they're 1 strength. Another card that didn't quite make it in here, but Marin Heat is always a decent option for a Knights deck. This is like a semi-Knights deck. There's a bunch of Knights in it, but it's not like going full in on Lady Sansa's Rose and garbage like that. I don't know. Let's try and win a game. Is third time going to be the charm? The recording curse where I win games that I shouldn't win just because I'm recording them. That has not worked out for me the past couple days. Maybe it'll work out this time. I guess while we're waiting, we can open up the options here and look at what else you can do that I'm not necessarily doing with this particular version. Damn it. Where's the colon? Oh, Arrogant Contender. What am I doing? Clearly you should play this card and turn it into a King's Guard and have it attack twice per turn. Maybe you could do that. I think that's a bit too much of a meme. I also don't like that this guy's 5 gold. He's just expensive. I haven't put Barrack in any of these decks, but he's actually another option. This deck doesn't even have Confiscation, but you could definitely like put him in one of these decks and try to slap a White Cloak on him. Maybe in Baratheon because you have Maester Creston to get rid of Milk. So unfortunate that the way they printed Barrack is that he's Strength X, so he goes to 0 if you blank him. I really would have preferred it if they just made him cost 7, Strength 6, interrupt when Barrack would be killed. Add a Kiss token to him. Rather than starting with 6, he adds 1 every time that he would be killed. And then he gets -1 strength for every Kiss token on him and dies if it's 0. Sea of Blood, great. At least it's nice watch Sea of Blood? I don't know. Definitely not excited to play this. Can we even set this up? This is an awkward setup. Go like 2. The problem is like 2-5. It's not great. It could go 2-2. Garth with a bodyguard. I guess I'm doing it. I don't know. I'm not super happy with it, but I'm scared of mulligan into something worse. Yeah, he got a pretty good setup, so this is not looking great. At least I have a bodyguard, I guess. What is Sea of Blood going to start with? They're not going to do at the gates, are they? I have no idea. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, this is why Sea of Blood sucks. This game might be over before it starts. Definitely will not be able to marshal anything here. It was actually correct to set this guy up in shadows, given the situation. Yeah, I literally can't marshal anything. I think normally I would concede and leave, but I'll play this out just because it's on recording to show you that this is an over game. Sea of Blood with a good setup is a hard counter to board-based decks like the one that I'm playing. Trying to consider if there's any possible way that I can marshal anything that isn't a giant waste of time. I guess this guy is Shadow 4, so I should save 4 gold for him. Then what do I do with my remaining gold? Just play a bodyguard, I guess. Seems about as good as anything else. And this is the problem with Sea of Blood, is that even if you can dodge the board clear, then they just get put to the torch instead. And that's about as bad. I think I have to do Valar to have any chance in this game, so I won't go for a military. I'm trying to look at this and see if there's any possible way that I can block the agenda trigger going forward. Like at the gates, 4 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. Bring her out. Then I have 9. And he has, yeah, way too much. The only question really is whether I Morghulis this turn or try to wait a turn. Yeah, you put a power on that Lost Ranger, boy. He got my White Cloak and my Marjorie. That's super unlucky. Because that's a combination that I could have actually used to potentially stave off some pressure, but that's not going to happen. He's probably just going to do like Force March or something. I mean, let's say I do at the gates, marshal her, 9. I mean, this is still how much? 8, 16, yeah. This probably won't save me, but it's literally the only option. It's arguable whether I should even save Garth. But I guess I'll do it. Why not? Oh, he put me first player. Well, he might actually regret that. That's not the correct thing to do. Lord Renly's ride. Maybe it can save me. I really need some money. See, this is the issue with Put to the Torch. Because he put my economy to the torch, I can't even marshal this Green Apple Knight. And I'm not going to play Pleasure Barge and give myself even less gold. I think I just have to pass. The good news is this guy is going to be potentially 9 strength and intimidate if I need him to be. But if he just gets 2 military icons out there, might not be enough. Alright. Nothing else. Damn it. 2 characters. That sucks. That sucks. So you can see, as I sort of suspected, the Valar is not really going to work because now I'm on cleared board again. You can just do like you win or you die and the game's over. Oh, why did I click pass on that? Definitely don't need 2 pleasure barges. No, you definitely shouldn't do you win or you die yet. I don't know what plot he would do. Just something with high initiative, that's all that matters. Supporting the faith. What the hell? It's kind of a random plot. Maybe that's supposed to be like an anti-shadows plot. Alright, so see, here the game is over. Because he can get put to the sword. And he has way too much military strength. So there's just no chance I can ever have a board again. Sad times. But that's why Sea of Blood is on the restricted list. 19. I guess I'll try another one. I was hoping for it to be a little bit shorter than that. But I showed off what happens when you have a bad setup or they have a good setup against this agenda. So that goal was accomplished. Just really want to show at least one game where I don't get totally smacked and I'm completely unable to do anything. I mean, come on. Night's Watch Hollow Hill. I'm not sure if this is better or worse. Might be worse, to be honest. At least we have a playable setup. Let's see. Do I want to set up Randall Tarley? I guess it's the correct thing to do. This is pretty much always a lame out, board clear, 6-cost wall deck. Don't want to start with Riddle because it's Hollow Hill. Littlefinger's meddling. That means the event that's going to make me reveal Valar Morghulis. And of course, there are no bodyguards in sight. Oh, there's a dupe though. That's handy. Come on, pick Valar Morghulis. Nice. That would be really bad for me and really good for him if I didn't get the duplicate. If that's going to happen, then might as well just get it out of the way with playing that duplicate right away. So let's see. Definitely want to set these up. Then do we want to play another High Guarding Courtier? Could play Garth the Gross, just to have another dude on the board. But it feels pretty pointless. Yeah, there's no need to do anything. He'll probably just marshal locations or something. Darn, no confiscation in this deck. Why would you do that? You do know that I'm revealing Valar Morghulis next turn. Seems like a waste. Oh, it gets a full board clear on my side, that's why. It kills Randall Tarley. But since he put a Craven on him, I mean, it seems unnecessary to spend the Craven and the Mag. Like, if he knew he was going to do that, then why put Craven on Randall? Because he's going to die next turn anyways. What is he going to play as his plot? Heads on Spikes, interesting. High Guarding Courtier, lucky. Could have gotten Renly or something that would have been really bad. I don't really want to play a Great Hall because political disaster is a thing. Let's see what I can do. I can do this guy and then nothing else. I can do Marjorie and then nothing else. Oh, goodness. We're low on money. Damn Valar Morghulis. Not an ideal plot. Play Marjorie for 1. I could do Osmond and give him a gold. Sure, why not? Why did he cost 2? Damn it. I'm bad at this game. I thought the Rose Garden would reduce him. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that definitely should have been Marjorie. The good news is that unless there's a trick, my agenda will actually let me defend both of these. So that worked out. See, as far as being forced to Valar yourself turn 2 goes, This isn't really that bad. This is a pretty acceptable situation. And now the Valar is out of the way. Probably never have to reveal it again. Let's riddle, because he might march. Got him. Like, these decks always have 2 March to the Wall, so it's probably going to be one of their first, 3 plots or whatever. They're probably going to do it at some point. I'm just happy he doesn't have the wall yet. I'm sure it'll show up at some point. Oh, goodness, and he's got some spicy targets for it. It's not great. Well, now I have enough economy that I'm okay with marshalling one of them. I guess I should get Renly out there so I can play the king in the north. Nothing else in my hand goes with Great Halls, so let's just go ahead and use them to play a free Renly. And then it's either Marge or Garth. I think I'm going to pick Garth because he goes better with Valar Dohaeris. If I play Marjorie, then I have to lose a character for Dohaeris. No Craven. Milk would be pretty bad too. Come on, no Craven. Damn it. Some riveting gameplay going on here. Oh, a Shadows card. Maybe it's Forest Patrol. That'd be dank. I don't know what else it would be. Maybe I should do a military. Yeah, let's do a military to make Aemon kneel so he can't do military and intrigue. Assuming the Shadows card is Forest Patrol. Alright. I guess I do King in the North to stop Maester Aemon. Yeah, because he might political disaster, so I don't want to do trade routes. Oh, sure. That worked. I killed Aemon with Valar, King in the North. He marshaled nothing. Man, this is a fun and interactive game. Let's do this just because it gets 2 characters on the field. This is better against the second march to the wall. Like if I do Preston or Marjorie, they're going to get marched. Oh, it was old Bill Bone. Oh no, don't hit me with a 0 plane military. Don't do that. He didn't even kneel my faction card. Oh, I guess he couldn't because of the King in the North. Again, he put Craven on Renly, and then he did Valar Morghulis. Like, that's a waste. You should just hold the Craven if you're going to do that. I don't know, man. I really don't want to trade routes into political disaster. So I guess I'm going to Coppers. My board is fairly safe for the moment. Damn it. Well, it's better than him copying trade routes, probably. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure which one is worse. Where is his political disaster? What is this guy doing? He's not playing Hollow Hill correctly. Ooh, give me that 0 gold Balon. Boom, baby. 0. I can't marshal much else, can I? Marjorie would be so good. So I want to play Rose Garden so I can get Marjorie out there. It's probably worth it. Don't really like it because of political disaster, but playing her with a duplicate just has to be worth it. Get my queen, get a duplicate character, get the ability since I'm going first. Well, that's disgusting. He passed on his Vindictive Ranger. Why would you do that? Oh, misplay. Did not do that correctly, my friend. My hand's pretty garbage at this point, so just don't get Preston. That's unreal, dude. How often does that happen? Where I say it and then it happens. It's crazy. Well, we're getting there. I'm about to have to trade routes into political disaster, but look at my hand. It doesn't really matter. What is going on? Another Littlefinger's meddling? Does he have the event again? Well, if he did, he didn't use it. Alright, Gate of the Gods is definitely good, because I can sack it and draw. Let's play what we've got. Oh yeah, that gold bonus from Balon. So good this turn. And that's also disgusting. We are waiting on opponent to use fresh recruits. That is absolutely the case. He is not having an easy time deciding. He had a Dolores Ed. I guess his hand is so big. I was going to say, I think you should always get a 3-finger Hob. Oh, got him. Damn, but I really can't do 2 challenges. That kind of sucks. Oh well. That was helpful of him. So now I can intimidate his other intrigue icon. Stupid Vindictive Ranger. He remembered to use the ability this time. But really, does his intrigue claim matter that much? I'm not going to say which card that I don't want him to get, because if I say it, then he'll get it. Maybe he'll misplay again and try to defend the intrigue that I declare here. That might not actually be a misplay, though. Because that might be him just trying to block unopposed. Since I'm at 12 power, that would make sense. Oh, that's a really good discard. Yeah, give me that dominance. Come on, my deck is so top heavy. Really? You're gonna Varus me? Okay. I guess he got me. I'm not sure if that was correct. I guess he got rid of the power on Balon. Alright. No political disaster. This dude is not playing Hollow Hill correctly. I'll take it. No political disaster in sight. There we go. Pleasure Barge. That's what I'm talking about. See, I knew I could top deck something. Not the best draws, but definitely better than nothing. Oh, but we have a Larry. She can get me something, right? Yes. And then he's going to Morgulus next turn, but I have another Pleasure Barge. Plus, now I'm going to have a giant economy so I can do Counting Coppers and actually play cards in the same turn. What? He's playing that Jon Snow. Why are you playing that? It's a strange card to be playing, my friend. I can actually beat him on military and just make him die. Yeah, there's like no way out of it, right? It feels bad for him. Why are you playing this card in a Cancer deck? This does not belong. I almost clicked my own character to get -1. That would have been funny. Bye-bye. Yeah, I would say that's a miscalculation. Well, you can't cancel... Yeah, you need to kill him. Don't think you're going to cancel claim effects on me, bucko. Three versus 3. I'll take it. He has not seen the 6-cost wall either, where I don't know if he's not playing it or if I'm actually that lucky that he hasn't drawn it. He should definitely be playing it. Maybe I would have lost this game if he had that. I probably would have. Look at my friggin' discard. Would not have been great for me if he had that. Well, he might not Morgulus, since I have a bodyguard. Put in his Dolores set. He probably won't. What's he gonna do? Riddle, maybe? I don't want to... I think this is probably the safest thing to do. Okay. That's why I didn't want to riddle, because if he did do it, then I would kill my Larry. And next turn I can riddle into his riddle, probably. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, give me that. Oh, he's dead, isn't he? I hate this game. Seriously? That's such trash. At least I can draw some cards, hopefully. Wow, what terrible draws. Now, I don't think... Oh, Renly did die. He got Valard. So Renly and Randall are both dead. But what happened to my big King's Guards? I guess a couple of them got removed. Alright. Should I do a power? I think I just shouldn't attack. Just safeguard my power. It's probably the plan. Oh, I should have checked for Lord Renly's ride first, maybe. Come on, where are my characters? I have Mandamore in this deck. I have Robert Strong. Where are they? They're in here. I've only drawn 1, 2... Okay, I drew 4 King's Guards, but that means there's like 4 left. Alright, there's one. Oh yeah, Morgulus, get wrecked. No claim. Alright, 14 power. We're getting there. Don't need 2 of these. Don't think I care about White Cloak at this point. He already Valar'd twice. Don't need a dead Randall Tarley. Oh, look at that. Freaking got him. I hope I win off of this. That'd be hilarious. Freaking got him. I was trying to dodge Riddle into Counting Coppers, but this works too. Boom, baby. Alright, we did it. We won a game with Kingsguard. Bad playing. Well, yeah, he did choose wrong that first time with deck. He pieced out. I was going to ask him where the wall is, but he was out of here. Well, we did it. We won a game. The agenda did not do that much, but his deck was designed to and very successfully did keep me from ever having a large board. We just got there by still having characters, even after all that. He needed me to not have characters, but I still did. I think he would have won if he had the 6-cost wall. It definitely would have been a lot closer. I don't know why he doesn't have it. I feel like there's no way that if he's running it that he never saw it. I think he was just not playing it, which is incorrect. So he said first time with deck, so maybe he just didn't build it correctly the first time around. And he should definitely have Political Disaster. I mean, look at this. If he had Political Disastered me, I would be forced to keep these 2 Pleasure Barges and then like only 2 other limited. It'd be so bad. Like totally destroy my economy for the rest of the game. Oh well, we got there. We did it, Reddit.